At some point, you may want to remove team members from a CFT. To do so, click on Edit Team. In the first column of your team list, there's a checkbox labelled Delete. Tick the box of the team member that you want to delete from the CFT. Then click on Save. The team member has been removed from the CFT.